In today's video, we're going to talk about the 3 problems that so many artists have to deal with, that it's eating at their careers and it's eating at their life. Now, you want to watch this whole entire video because at the end of the video, I'm going to ask you to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Okay, actually, you really want to watch this video because you may be dealing with these problems, and we're going to talk about what we can do to kind of get rid of these problems or alleviate these problems so we don't really have to deal with them, and we can create the things that we need to create. What's good, world? It is your boy, the Earthling Gangsta. Welcome to my channel, founder of It's Not a Phase. It's a movement where we help you, the artist, learn how to dominate your industry and start making some more money off your career. Okay, so let's get straight to the point. Point number 1, okay, the problem that most artists have to face is the starving artist lifestyle. Okay, whenever I say the starving artist lifestyle, what I'm talking about is how so many artists have to deal with this fear, or actually with this problem of being an artist and you're always starving. Okay, here's what I mean by starving. Yeah, maybe you can pay for your food and your rent, okay, but what I'm talking about is 1, maybe you can't pay for your food. 2, maybe you're struggling to pay for food. Maybe you're struggling to pay for rent. But listen, you might have money, but if you can't go where you want to go, okay, if you can't buy the things that you want to buy, okay, if you can't help the people that you need to help, all right, stuff like that. If 6 months out of a job means that you're screwed, okay, if a fat doctor bill means that you're going to be in a lot of stress, then you're in that starving artist lifestyle, okay? And don't be upset if you are. It's okay, all right? Maybe you're able to make it month by month, and if that's your case, then perfect. That's so awesome. However, we want to help you get to the point to where, you know, a couple months out of a job, you're going to be okay. You have enough in your savings, or etc. Because here's why, okay? There have been enormous amounts of studies that show unless you make about $70,000 a year, okay, or more, then your cortisol levels, which is your stress hormone, is going to be too high to where it's actually hurting your body. So here's what I'm talking about. You may have enough money for this month and next month. However, that fear of knowing that if you get hit with a fat doctor bill, okay, that fear of knowing that if you're out of a job for a couple months, that fear is actually raising your cortisol levels to where it's not helping you, all right? And we want you to be less stressed so you can create the things that you need to create in a more effective manner, okay? So that starving artist lifestyle, so many artists deal with it. And one of the best ways to get out of that starving artist lifestyle, okay, and I'm actually going to do a separate video on this to where we can go into more detail about it, but one of the best things that you can do is learn the game of money. Now, a lot of people say money is the root of all evil, and if you think that, then that's totally okay, all right? I get it. We've been programmed. We've been taught that. However, Akon was able to provide 6 million people in Africa with electricity, but it took money, okay? Bill Gates was able to eradicate malaria, and all that's controversial, whatever, but that took money, okay? Money is a neutral form of exchange. It's a neutral form of energy. Whoever the person is, the person that is using the money is going to decide on whether it's going to be negative or positive, okay? So if you're an artist and you're creating good things, I'm just going to assume that you're going to use money for positive things, okay? I hope you are, all right? But one of the best ways to alleviate that problem is through understanding the game of money, okay? You want to learn how, like, what is money? You want to learn how to get money, how to keep your money, and by keep it, I don't mean just like saving it all and not spending it, but you also want to learn how to multiply your money. Okay, these are fundamentals, okay? And there's 2 things, like I said, I have to do a whole nother video on this because there's so much detail, okay? But there's 3 things that you can do to make more money, okay? Well, there's 3 things to start thinking about as you're starting to understand money. These are things that I wish I knew. 1, I wish I knew that the average millionaire had 7 streams of income. I've always been taught if I wanted to make money, I have to get a job. And there's nothing wrong with that. However, I didn't know that there's other ways to accumulate money. Okay, so 7 streams of income. How do I get 7 streams of income? How do I start 7 streams of income? And how do I manage those 7 streams of income? That's something you want to start thinking into. And you don't have to have 7, but you can have multiple to get you out of that starving artist lifestyle. Okay, 2, I wish I knew about the 4 streams of income, okay? So stream number 1 is linear, right? Linear is where you have 1 hour for an X amount of dollars, which is what a lot of people know. My hours were $10 an hour. So every hour I get $10. Or some people, they're able to get thousands. But That's linear. The second part is leverage. How can you leverage other people's time to make you money? Or now in 2017, how can you leverage software to help you make money? This is what a lot of people are doing right now. All right, stream of income number 3. Okay, stay with me. Stream of income number 3 is stocks and bonds. Okay, so like, and a lot of us know this, like if you make investments, if you're an investor, if you buy stocks, if you buy bonds, that's a good way to make money. Okay, and then the last one that we're going to talk about is passive income. All right, passive income. So passive income is stuff like books, online courses, which is really popular right now. How you can just set up a system and then it just makes money for you, okay? And we can't go into detail on all those, but those are some things to start thinking about whenever it comes to making money, all right? Number 3, the thing that I wish I knew is that money is in direct correlation of the problems that you can solve, okay? Become really, really good. Some people hate problems, some people avoid problems, but if you want to increase your income and avoid that starving artist lifestyle to where you can make the money that you want to make and create what you need to create, okay? And you can make more money as an artist. Start thinking of yourself as a problem solver, okay? And if you're an artist, you have a heads up on everybody else in the world, okay? Because a lot of people, if you're an artist, you're primed to solve problems, okay? Right? Whenever if you're a painter, right? You have a blank canvas, and your problem is I need to get some on that canvas. So you're already working that part of your brain. So good job. If you're a dancer, same thing. I don't have a routine. I have a song, right? That doesn't have any movement in between it. I need to solve this problem, or we need a trick. How can we solve this trick? If you're an actor, we have scripts, we have lights, we have sound, we have a stage, we have actors. Now we need to find a way to combine all that, schedule all that, and do the things that we need to do to put on this great theatrical piece. So those are just some tips on how to alleviate that money problem. Become a problem solver. Learn the fundamentals of money. Multiple streams of income and those types of streams of income. There's so much more, but we can't go into it. Number 2, the problem that most artists face, okay, is they have to deal with the naysayers, okay? I'm sure you've heard this. Whenever you tell mom or your friends or your family, parents, and faculty, hey, I want to be a professional artist. They say, oh, yeah, haha, yeah, and they give you that weird look. I know, like whenever I was a theater performance major, right? And that's what I went to school for. And people say, what are you going to school for? And I say, I'm going for theater performance. They say, oh, okay. And I always throw in my associated study in law and political science so they'll kind of take me seriously. But it's whatever. But we're going to have naysayers, okay? People are going to doubt you. People are going to tell you how hard the market is, how competitive it is. They're going to warn you about that starving artist lifestyle, all that stuff, okay? Those naysayers, if you continue to listen to them, it's going to take away some of your motivation. There's 2 things that could happen. You can listen to them, and it's going to take away your motivation. It's going to ruin your confidence, ruin your self-esteem. Or B, you can use that naysayers mentality, their words, as motivation. Okay? And that's the way that I would encourage you to do it, is use it as motivation. I was listening to this guy. He's a big bodybuilder. His name is C.T. Fletcher. He said, the best motivational speeches I ever heard was when somebody told me I couldn't. And I love that. I love that so much. That's so right. Whenever people tell you can't, go look up somebody who was told that they couldn't do it a billion times and they ended up doing it. Almost every single successful person would say, somebody said, you can't do that, you can't do that, you can't do that. Well, guess what? They went out there and did it. And those who listened to those people, they didn't go out there and do it, and they're probably depressed by the time they're 80 years old, okay, or 40 years old, or even 50, okay? So ignore those naysayers, all right? And listen, whenever somebody tells you you're going to be a starving artist, say, not if I know the game of money, okay? So that's a problem. That's a good way to get out of that and deal with those naysayers, okay? Problem number 3 that the majority of artists have to deal with, okay? This is performance anxiety. Okay, this is the anxiety people feel before they step up to the plate, right? Or the anxiety people feel whenever they know they need to get their stuff out there, whether that's put your painting into a workshop or put it in a I'm forgetting the thing off the top of my head, some kind of like event thing, right? Or if you're an actor and you need to go to that audition, or you need to submit that play, or if you're a dancer and you need to go to that class, okay? Or if you're there and whenever you have the opportunity to perform, you choke, okay? Performance anxiety, right? That's a huge, huge problem. And, I like what Grant Cardone was talking about in his book, The 10X Rule, which I'm going to do a video on that in the future. Whenever he talks about, people think that those who conquer their fears and who are doing a lot are brave and that they have no fear. All right. But the thing is that everybody has fears. It's just those who choose to ignore them and take action anyway. They come across as brave and they come across as fearless. Muhammad Ali, after he talked an enormous amount of shit, before he stepped into the ring, he still had fears, okay? He still had fears. He wrote about it in his autobiography. Okay, that performance anxiety, you can let it paralyze you or you can let it motivate you, okay? Those are your two options. So whenever you experience that fear in your brain, whenever your mind says, don't do that, and it gives you a billion excuses as why you shouldn't do that, you can listen to those excuses or you can ignore them, okay, and move on and continue to press forward so you can get your work out there and be that professional artist and get what you need to get. So let's review three problems that many artists have to deal with. One is the starving artist lifestyle. What can you do to get over it? Learn the language of money. Two, they have to deal with the naysayers. What can you do with that? You can either let the naysayers influence you or you can use that as motivation. And three, performance anxiety. What can you do with that? What you need to do is once you experience that fear, that's a sign that you should continue. And that's a sign that you should actually do that. So, if you like this video, if you like those tips, I would love for you to smash that like button, okay, on this video, so I know that I need to keep doing these types of videos because all I want to do is provide value to you, okay? Smash that like button. I'd appreciate it. Subscribe if you want to. I'd appreciate it. If not, it was great talking to you. Leave a comment below on some of the points that you're dealing with, what problems you're having, but most importantly, smash that like button. All right, I love you all. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy, the Earthling Gangsta. I'm not your life coach. I'm not your guru. I just am existing on this planet we call Earth. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to this channel.